some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. On the ground, it's Golden. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. On the option. He'll toss it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Bolden. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bolden. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Wall. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Pressure coming. He's got him still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bolden. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The option look. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they just right with a big play coming. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Just going to keep it after the snap. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Give to the back. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Potts. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few 1st downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the 1st down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Sends it back in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10 is really hard. 3rd and 10 really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Wong. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's on target and complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. The Ohio State offense onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in inside the tag. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Potts. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him. Powers through. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw it. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. The throw to the outside is complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Potts. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bolden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Potts. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
4th down, same as 1st, same as 2nd, same as 3rd for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big 1st down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll give it to the back.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants to take the top off. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.